Hello, mic check. I hope you guys can hear me. I just got a call. Sorry for the delay, I just was on a call. And hello, welcome Dinner Boons. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Aim-based is cool since it's way smoother, but Kovakks just has way more scenarios. I agree. Even though I haven't tried aim-based myself, but I keep seeing videos of it and keep hearing about its effect on your aim, so I just want to know the public opinion, you know. So I just changed to this new theme and disabled my gun model as one of my friends suggested, and ever since then I can see why people prefer it this way. It's way more clean, way more focused on the things you want to improve. Less distractions. It does help you focus. So what happened yesterday was I was doing scenarios from the voltaic benchmarks, and I reassessed my rank from iron to bronze complete, and I just switched to these new scenarios. VDIM entry is 5 clicking. So today is my day 1 of practicing this. I was doing from raw mouse control to the entry speed offline. So I just decided I'll complete this on stream, and then I'll play the World Tour in the finals. I'm really excited for the World Tour season 9, you know, in the finals game. I just saw the whole reveal from the main finals channel on YouTube, which was released yesterday after the Grand Majors. And man, they're really stepping it up. They listened to the community and they're improving everything. They're bringing performance changes, new map, new game modes, revamped UI. Hello? Like, what happened? It's like they took a break for the Grand Majors and then suddenly decided to just go mayhem. I'm really looking forward to the season 9 now. I might as well buy the Legacy Pass too, to be honest, for the season 9. But let's see. I'm more on outfits than on the gun skins. If I like the outfits, I might just go for it. It's like a combination of Chinese and modern Chinese, if it makes sense. I really need to stop talking and then start focusing just to make sure I'm consistent in this scenarios main. I can't just talk what I want to talk and then play the game. I mean, play the scenarios, sorry. It really needs you to lock in just to make sure you're consistent. I can't wait to drop 360s on Battlefield 6 after I'm done with this. I'm just exaggerating, of course. So this is the last run for this scenario, and I have like one more before I complete the whole session. This is my first time playing the clicking one season 5 from Voltaic, so don't judge me if I'm doing it worse. Almost there, 20 seconds more. It's like my hand just freezes up every time I try to focus too much on my targets. Dinner boss. Also, by doing VDIM, you also end up doing the benchmarks at the end of each third of the playlist. Okay. So you're telling me one of these is also a benchmark too? That's so cool. Yeah, all this time I thought we are only going to be doing the scenarios first, and when we want to reassess our rank, we have to play the benchmarks. That's cool though, being able to play the benchmarks as well. It's like you're practicing for a test in school with a mock exam, if it makes sense. Do you play Kovakks or aim based, you know? I'm curious about your rank. Yeah, there are 3 benchmarks per playlist. Okay. How this works is it gives you a harder version of the benchmarks before giving you the actual benchmark. Okay. I play Kovakks mostly, a little aim based. So you do play both. That's insane. How much time do you spend per day? I mostly spend like 40 to 60 minutes each session. I wanted to do it yesterday, but yesterday I was so exhausted because I completed the whole rank assessment benchmarks and my usual scenarios from VDIM, which are divided per rank basis. So after I reassessed into bronze, I picked up this clicking playlist, and I also did half of them yesterday. I got really tired. To be honest, I was in no position to even sit after that. I complete 1 VDIM playlist per day. You say that so casually, but I know that's actually hard to do. As you can see, I'm even struggling just to keep my focus steady for long periods of time. I can't even focus for 1 whole minute without getting distracted from my thoughts, and it reflects in my aim too. I have to keep the next target in my mind, but I don't, and that's where I lose focus. See, right there. I should have went for the target on the top, but instead I just ignored it, even though I was close to it. If you get distracted, there is also a playlist called the boredom playlist, which forces you to focus or else you fail. That actually sounds punishing, to be honest. I think I'll suffer if I play that. Although it's supposed to help me to improve my focus, but I think I'll just suffer. Have you seen any improvement in your preferred choice of games after picking up aim trainers? I personally play the finals, and I want to improve my aim for the finals. Not particularly finals though, but currently it's my obsession. I do plan to have a general good aim in every game I play, but for now that's the only game I play for FPS. I thought about playing Valorant, but for some reason I don't feel the necessity to download it. Yes, you do see improvement. That's awesome. So yesterday I got a message on YouTube from a different guy telling me he saw me in game and he was impressed how I was aiming because of my mousepad size. Of course, the mousepad you're seeing right now is the new one which I bought yesterday, but the one he was mentioning was a smaller version which was almost the size of my hand itself. That's all. It was a conversation starter, not gonna lie. People were like, dude, you need to increase your mousepad, that's so small. So I went ahead and bought one. Man, I missed. Perfected goated entry. What is that? No way. We're moving from static to dynamic now. I'm actually scared. Surprised I'm not missing as many shots I thought I would because of being dynamic. Maybe I'm just being slow. I downloaded finals once with my friend. One thing we noticed was that we aim diffed everybody. We even got a random player to be surprised that we were new to the game. Yeah, it happens. Especially when you have a low level account and you just massacre everyone. It looks like you're hacking. I'm not saying you are, but to the other players it does look like it, but because everyone expects new players to be noobs, you know. That must have felt good. When I first played the finals, I didn't know aim training is a thing. I just played casually. It took me a lot of time to even consider myself as better player. Right now too, even though I'm doing my aim training sessions, I don't think I'm any better. Although I'm confident in my gunfights though. Previously I used to avoid or play survival, but right now I can think about eliminating the other teams to benefit my strategy inside the game. Aim was weak 5, static switching. Yo, we have a long way to go. This is insane. But thank God they're only 1 or 2 per scenario. It sounds like a horse running. The hit sounds. So I just noticed whenever I move to a new target, while I need to press down, I am pressing down my left click and then I'm aiming with the left click pressed down like this, the pressure point. So that actually slows me down. So I just noticed that if I just focus on gripping the mouse other than the clicks, like from the other fingers, I feel more control over my tracking. We kind of were noobs when it came to playing the objective. The randoms joined our stack and kind of carried the objectives while we just had a bunch of kills. Yeah, of course. That's your strongest, what do you say, stack, you know? Your strongest section in you is your aim. And you proved it. Not only objectives, the gadget and utilities, all those things also have a learning curve inside them, because we usually play games run and gun. White Pearl's entry. Yo, I feel like I did so much and I only completed like 5 of the scenarios. And I still have a long way to go. This is tiring, man. Whoa, what am I supposed to do in this scenario? I think I'm supposed to press the one that's exploding. It's actually panicking me, wait. I'm actually panicked. I don't know what to click, no. Okay, I see some stability over there. Dude, by the time I react, they're just exploding and they're too wide for me. They're out of my comfort zone. By the time I react, I'm too late. No, this is tragic. Did you see someone getting negative points? Hold down, this is Pokeball scenario. Okay. Maybe that's why I'm suffering. No, it's not working. I have to click. You know what, actually I'm going to sacrifice one target. I'm going to focus on the ones I can. At least I won't be in the negatives, right? Hopefully. See, by the time it gets into my vision that I need to react to the target, it's already exploded. Okay, that's a lot better now. Okay, that was a little bit better. Positive 20 from negative 15. That's an improvement I'll take. Let's go. Never mind, I think. Never mind. Anyway, these types of scenarios are best for focus, indeed. I'm struggling though. Okay, I just noticed every time a target bursts, it also takes away your points. You can see from the green bar above. When I'm not letting any targets burst, the green bar shows up, but when they burst, my score is gone. Oof. I'm just ignoring one target at this point because focusing on all of them is out of my mental capacity. This is actually very challenging. Oh my god. Okay, 135. Oh my god, nuts. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that any day. Gained my aura back. Yo, Pokeball is this one. Dino. Sorry. Diner is a different guy from yesterday. I mistook you. To stay on the target a little bit for it to register. I can't just hold it, which I understand. We need the TTK. See, when I'm trying to switch targets, like have control over a certain area, my hand is supposed to be like this, right? I'm going like this. It's like I'm aiming like this and still like this. Maybe I'm relying on my palm too much on the mouse pad. Right now is intentionally curving my hand to my left side so I can have some sort of control over it. that was not the best, but as I was saying, I was curling my hand like this so I don't go unintentionally to my right. How did I do worse? Clusters again? Did we play clusters? It's one wall, 4 targets, and it's 5 targets. Okay, it's a different one. I think in this cluster scenario you have to go for the targets which are closer to your crosses, right? Almost. No, I messed up last second. That was a good run. Dinner Bones, somehow your technique was getting worse each time you did the Pokeball scenario. Yeah, it was. As I said, I was trying to adjust my hand position and tilt a little bit, and it affected my focus. I was not focusing on the target. Although I do admit, even though if I focus, I don't think I'll do any better. I'm still tired from yesterday. See, when I'm overshooting, I miss my targets. When I'm staying inside my comfortable zone, I hit almost all of them without missing. I think this scenario itself is spawning targets a little bit further the more you hit them. You can notice they spread out as the scenario progresses, and that's when I start missing. So someone yesterday told me to watch Viscosave's video on Kovakks settings as well as her benchmarks video and follow her benchmarks because they're better than the VD I am. I said I would, but so far I was not getting any chance or time to do it. I don't know if I should revisit a target if I miss, or should I just continue. I think I'm losing my efficiency there by going back to the target I missed. I'll take it, but I think I can do better unless I don't miss. I think it's about the click timing for the targets which are farther away from each other. Closer targets are getting away from me clicking rapidly, but farthest targets require more precise click timing than aim adjusting. I just noticed that too. Yeah, that was better. And I think I can't do anything better than that. I literally gave my all. I'll try not to miss, hopefully. I got distracted there. That line of targets looked so juicy. My brain just went there. Exhausting. Viscosity benchmarks are good for overall aim. VDIM is improving your Voltag benchmarks. I'd say have Viscosity benchmarks as an improvement playlist and the Voltag benchmarks as the benchmark. Okay, so you want me to use Viscosity to improve my aim, and then to see if I improved or not, I need to benchmark myself with Voltag. Okay, so what makes her benchmark so good though? Like, she's part of the Voltag community, right? So she must have contributed the same to the Voltag playlists too. I'm not questioning her though. missed a couple of times there. I think I can do better. Yeah, definitely better. She's not part of Voltaic, she's her own group called Raw Input. Her benchmarks are better because they focus on specific muscles and aiming types. She has notes on which body parts to use for which scenarios. Body parts? Oh, okay. I for some reason thought the target's body parts, like the enemies. Of course, it's our body part, our own body part. Okay, that's actually cool. So I keep hearing about this raw input though. What is that? Is that also like Voltaic, or is it like some kind of mouse company or something? I assumed it's mouse company because, you know, most creators drop mark or something like that. You know, I was so happy when I was making high scores on the fundamentals VDIM playlist. I was like, yo, maybe I'm the next round. And then I did the benchmarks and I'm like, okay. It's just a small aiming group. It's not Voltaic, just 3 aiming content creators. Raw input, okay. I do see hashtag raw input on the benchmarks too here on inside the Kovakks. Here you can see, right, number 2 VT Matty hashtag raw input. Score is 22,240. What's mine? 1,000, more than double. That's insane. I think the most famous besides Viscose is Pinguify. He used to be one of those YouTubers who make videos about learning new skills like typing at 100 words per minute or pen spinning. Okay, yeah, one of my friends yesterday also told me the same thing on Twitch about Pinguify. She or he is also famous for having a fingertip mouse, right? Yeah, they use a fingertip mouse, I see. So I'm not wrong. What is your mouse and DPI settings, if you don't mind me asking, Greener? My mouse is Razer Dictator V3 wired and I use 1600 DPI, and my centimeters per 360 is 32, 31, 32, in that range. You might not feel anything hearing that, considering my new mousepad, but yesterday it was something else. Other people were shocked because of the mousepad I had. Losing my focus there, thinking about yesterday's conversations. Horizontal aiming is one thing, vertical and especially for me, the downside of the screen is the hardest, like in this area. For some reason my accuracy falls like 50% down there. Maybe it's my arm placement on my chair, I don't know. I still have not figured out what's causing that. I also struggle placing my mouse in a neutral position after I raise a target. Like for example, I'm tracing and I just stay there and try to control my aim instead of resetting to a neutral position. Okay, that was good. It was almost same as my last run. I mean, the last second run. Road switch entry. Okay, I'm almost nearing the end of my scenarios for this today. And after that, I'll start playing the finals. Oh my god. They're so tiny. Also, this is my first time playing, so that is why I reacted like that. Size doesn't matter, it's okay. Reminds me of the same scenario I used to play in the fundamentals, but those targets were huge, probably 4 times bigger than this. This one is really hard. The animation and feedback is really nice though. I just changed it today from default theme, so everything is new to me. My hand is stiff as a brick right now. Oh my god. My hand feels like I have been holding a 100 kg head, 100 kilograms weight all this time. So stiff. Float switch, floating heads, timing entry, 3 click. What do you mean 3 click? No way. No way. This scenario for some reason is intimidating me. I believe you already did one of the benchmarks. Pretty much any of the scenarios that you have to do 4 times are the benchmarks. Okay, let me check once. 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 are probably training purposes, and this is probably the benchmark, right? It's because we play the benchmark first and then we practice the easiest versions. So currently I'm done with the WW fight targets. I don't know what WW means. And currently I'm practicing the float switch. After that there's squash shot and then floating heads. Yo, floating heads is the one that I got less points in the ranking. I was still in iron after 2 weeks of training. Look at the right of it. Does it say 4? WW5 TS means 1 wall 5 targets. Wide wall, yeah. WW5T. 40 is this one. One wall, 4 targets. Wide wall, 5 targets. Okay. Pokeball clusters, speed and small. Novice and entry. Okay. So it's divided into separate sections. So I did the 3-click one and I'm left with a single click, I guess. No, further to the right there are numbers for how many reps. These ones. So far I'm only on 1 or 2 or 3. 4 is this one, floating heads. All right, you're on. Okay, let me show you. You're on shorts. I'm actually streaming to Twitch as well, so I thought you could see what I'm saying. I'm really sorry about that. Here you can see it, right? I can't really see because of the vertical screen. Yeah, I realized it late, my bad. I'm sorry about that. You could see right now. So I completed all of these before the stream started, and these are the scenarios I completed on stream. Yeah, if you scroll down, some of them say 4. Yeah, this one says 4. Floating heads novice is 5. The ones that say 4 and not 2 or 3 are the benchmarks. Okay, interesting. Is there any particular reason for that? Because why would anyone want to play a benchmark more than a practice one? You need to practice more and then do benchmark ones, right? Or is it because benchmarks are hard, so they want you to practice the harder versions more? Yeah, but technically you're practicing a lot before each benchmarks. The 4 scenarios before the benchmarks are the practice. Yeah, I understood that. I think you're the one who only said that in this stream. You're repeating yourself, but yeah, you're right. I did notice the same pattern in the fundamentals too. They are harder versions of the benchmarks, and then the benchmarks is the easiest. Let me tell you, so far I haven't found any easiest ones yet. Not only benchmarks, but even the practice ones are not easy for me. Maybe it's because it's my first day. Hopefully it does get easier as I progress. I'm trying to move prematurely without clicking on the target. That is a huge decline. It's like a skating steep. Sky Shot Valorant. I don't play Valorant, but fine. One thing is for sure, I can definitely see how this helps in real game. You know, at first, before I started aim training, I used to think that everyone who's playing good is just naturally good at aiming. They just have good motor skills and they're better naturally. I didn't know aim training is a concept that you can learn and be better. How did you discover about the aim training things? Oh, what was your journey to the aim training dinner? If you don't mind me asking. I personally, it has been like 1 month since I started watching about arm positioning, aiming, how to aim better, all this stuff. And then I discovered Kovakks. Ironically, I don't spend on softwares like this because I'd rather play aim labs or some like free versions, you know. But the more I learned about aiming from Kovakks' channel and Strut Gaming about aiming, positioning and your stuff, I was definitely seeing a slight improvements and it pulled me in slowly. And ever since I started training, I saw a huge improvement. I will not say I'm better than everyone else, but I was just hitting the milestones of my personal boundaries, you know. I think clicking is more beneficial for games that are not the finals. The finals is more tracking thing. I agree. I definitely agree. Clicking helps in games like Valorant. One headshot, horizontally, done. You're better. Pingify. I started aim training because of Pingify. Okay. Am I spelling that right? Pronouncing that right? This was also there in one of the benchmarks. I struggled with this one, this particular scenario, because the target gains its health back instantly the moment you stop tracking it, which is annoying. I started aim training. I don't know. I think the name is based off Pingu, the pigeon, the penguin. Sorry, what am I saying? Pingu, the penguin. So probably yeah. Yeah, I do know Pingu though. It's my favorite. The Noot. Yo, Krish, welcome. Go to turn off those shoot sounds and you can hold shoot on this if it's not accuracy based. Okay, let me see. Sound shoot sounds, should I just remove everything? Yo, this is actually clean. I for some reason thought the shooting sounds are the feedback sounds. I didn't know both are separate. How did that target survive that? I'm almost there. 3 more scenarios. It's like I'm taking an exam right in front of the lecturer. That's how I feel, being watched by Krish. Right, that was stressful. Nice. Let's go. Okay, this is not a track. Click and hold. This is a click one. The difference makes me miss more rather than making it easier. Okay, I got the hang of it. How is that not a registry? I was on the target, right? See? What? I think I have to spend like 1 or 2 milliseconds on the target to make the shot register. I mean, sorry, the click. Yeah, I have to. My crosshair being on the target is not enough. I have to track it like a small amount of time. How? Yo, I'm stiff. I need to relax. God damn. My arm muscles are stiff. It's good to take like 1 to 2 break between each run. 1 to 2 of what? Seconds? Minutes? Okay. But then the scenario run is going to take like 2 hours. I'm sorry if you guys are hearing some background noises. I can't control that. It's my neighbor's kids. How did I miss 2 in a row, bro? And 2 hours is an understatement. If one scenario is 1 minute, it triples the time. Oh, really? I think segregating the whole scenario into 2 sections is better, like doing this whole section in the morning and then this in the evening or something like that. That's more efficient, maybe, to get some rest and then do better. Why are there so many targets on my screen? What the hell? It was overwhelming in the beginning, but I got the whole of it. Nice. You know, in scenarios like this, instead of going for the target, I usually wait for it to come back, like you just saw. Instead of chasing one, I just wait for the opposite target to come to me, which I think is a bad habit though, although it helps you kill the target. Okay. Why did he decide to change the direction? They're all working. They're all paid actors. Main. Okay, last 2 runs. 2. Okay, these are faster. Oh my god. They're faster and smaller. I'm struggling. I think I'm being in a hurry to switch a target. I should just focus on eliminating the one target I'm trying to. Yo, this is so hard. What the hell? I'm pushing myself to be faster to switch a target, but I can't. These targets are forcing me to stay on them. No, please. Okay, I'm struggling with the targets that are going from my left to right. Sorry, right to left. Okay. It was stressful for no reason, bro. Okay, I got lucky there. The targets were a little bit closer to each other. Last one, guys. If the playlist is split into thirds, you mean based on the number count that you just said previously? The 4 ones are the benchmarks, right? So currently I'm starting the benchmark one. So yeah, I think you might be right there. The last one is benchmark, so try to focus. I will. Yo, dinner boots. Did you switch from shorts to Twitch? Just so you can see the wider view. I'm sorry, man. I usually do my horizontal on YouTube too, but I just wanted to try it out today. I just felt like it. I'm sorry you had to go through that trouble. Yeah, you're actually right. They do give you the hardest version before the benchmarks, and benchmarks is the easiest version. Like, these targets are slow and they're a little bit bigger. which is making it easy for me. And I have 4 runs of this. Oh my god, I think I'm gonna just faint at this point. My stamina is really low, but damn. It's all about speed. You just adjust to the target speed and then it becomes a lot easier. And the direction too. But you have to do all of that in just milliseconds. Yo, it just changed the direction on me. Don't do that. It's like having heavy weights and then ending with light weights. Definitely, man. It's just like gym routine. It's like one final set you do after you do your original routine sets. I think it's called superset, if I'm not mistaken. Man, I miss going to the gym. I used to go when I was in school, but lately I hardly get time. I actually plan to work out at home instead of going to the gym. It saves me time and I can tend to the things more efficiently. Come on, focus, one last run. I'll be done with the session. I don't know why I'm flicking when I should be tracing. I'm like flicking to its new position instead of tracking the target. Yeah, that's a lot better. Yeah, I got the hang of it and then the scenario is over. Okay, I'm done with the aim training for now. I'm gonna launch the finals. I'd like to open the chatting screen, but I don't have it set up, so you probably won't be able to see your chat. gonna play a deathmatch. And then I'll play the world tour after this. I'm still not over my fatigue on my hand. I don't know if you heard the crack. You received a friend request from diabetic debuff. Why? Why does a diabetic debuff want me? Got stuck on the railing there. He was hiding in the corner with Invis. I think it's not Invis, it was Clock. Someone go up there. They're on top.
Frag grenade set.
chance with them. They just chase you if you're low on health. The moment you have low health, everybody wants their kill. It's like they got rabies.
Jump pad ready.
I'm dead. Of course.
Deploying jump pad. Sending crack. Grenade set. Environment hack. Rematerializing.
No. I wish I was a little bit closer to the door.
Sending frag. Grenade set.
Leave me alone.
That streak just turned the tide of the match.
No. The double barrel is nasty. He's good. If he missed at least one shot, I would have gotten one kill out of there. And probably survive. I don't want to go up there now. Where is everyone? I'm not gonna stay there. Yeah. I should have just ran. Dude, the sniper guy is really good. He's not letting me pass by without at least getting one shot. take 14. Better than yesterday. Yesterday I was even struggling. So I'm gonna diabetic debuff. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna play a couple of Walter. Maybe at least 2, I guess, if we don't die. If we die early, probably it will be more. I heard they're getting a revamped version of a new map and a new mode where you play 5v5 for a cash out, single cash out. It's going to be chaotic and fun. I'm actually looking forward to it, not gonna lie. That's what I was wondering. Why is my audio so low? I lagged out.
Let's go!
Enemy got me!
Gotta reload! Explosives are set!
Ice cream's so good.
Going for a steal on B, now! Acknowledge!
I'm going down there! Moving!
team. They're cracked up.
Reloading! Enemy got me!
That was close.
Okay, let's go.
Merely a few seconds left, and they took everything! Reach for Vault 4!
We'll probably see a different team.
Moving, follow me! Let's move to cash out D.
I do have 0 kills, bro. Shot trap.
Try moving it in!
Hey, wait up, I'm coming.
Vault 5, everyone! Going down there! Steve, cash box 5!
That's a huge rotation. We're just wasting time. We don't to have a light too.
Help me! Three down. Message clear. Station safe. Deploy jump pad. Three down. Station. Jump pad ready. Excellent carnage.
I'm gonna try playing one more match. Hopefully, I'll get there somewhere. finally. After what felt like an eternity, we have a match. Stack. He's 1 HP. I didn't mean to jump, what the hell? My network is dying. Pike is dangerous at close range. He tried. You know what I should have done instead of going for the revive. I should have just pushed him from here, put a jump pad there, and then pushed him here. I think that would have made different scenarios for me. And not to mention, he was only one guy on the 3 stack. It's alright. We can still turn around.
Head to Vault 3!
Everyone, stay together!
You know what, actually I'm gonna stay here. I don't know why my net is sucking right now. I don't know why it's been lagging so much.
Look ahead! Okay, let's go!
If only I didn't lag, we would have won that.
Every threat eliminated!
I lagged and my teammates were not that good. I'm not blaming them for being bad. It happens. That's what you get in solo queue. It's just unfortunate. This will be the last match regardless of how it goes, whether we die early or we win the match. Stadium, let's go.
Let's go to ball 2. Not wasting any time.
And he tried his best.
Throwing fire! Attack that position! Up, the new down! Relocating! Secure catch box 4! Absolutely! Dematerializing! He got me! Four down! Cash out scene, go! Understood! Doing things up! I don't let the play overestimate that!
He just got revived. I can hear his respawn sound.
That station's coming at it with the attacker's arm!
We had no reason to take fight with them.
Engage at Vault 1! Going up, follow me! Charge for cash out B. Cash out A.
Are they going B?
Agreed.
Isn't A easier to defend? A is easier though, but they are going for B. Let's hope for the best. They spawned here, I think. Time. Hopefully we can make a comeback.
Going for a steal on me. Now!
got too hasty. My teammates got impatient there.
Eliminations stay together like a symphony.
Head to Vault 3! Enemy spotted!
Open vault 2.
Looks like it's gonna cause severe damage. Vortex.
Enemy spotted!
It was my mistake. I should have stayed in cover. Here, I should have stayed inside and then try to defend.
Affirmative!
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take the stairs.
Cash out C! Moving, follow me!
Can I get a revive?
The turret is so annoying. One more cash out and we will win this game.
Access vault 3! Two things up!
was close. Nice, nice rocket launcher. Let's go. Nice. Dinner. Are you here all this time? I didn't know. So I'll be ending my stream now. Thank you. I was here. Okay. Thank you so much. And thank you everyone else for watching the stream. And I'll be coming online tomorrow again, same time. I'll be doing my aim training sessions and try to share knowledge. Yeah, you know, that's all. And I'll be playing Subnautica tomorrow. And that's all. Take care, everyone. Have a nice day. Hope you are well. Bye bye.